good morning. It is opening day. It's 4:29. I'm the only one hunting this morning. Everybody else just wants to hunt in the evening. And I couldn't come up with a good spot to access in the morning without probably blowing everything out. So I'm going to run down here to I think it's like 20 acres or something we picked up when I was up here in turkey season. Anyway, I'm gonna get in there and take a stand. And this, I haven't walked really anywhere on this piece of property. Plan on climbing a tree probably about 125 yards off the highway. But I walked out to the end of a point, basically to the point of a ridge, to listen for turkeys one day or the day I got permission. I just walked out there and listened and called. And there was some huge rubs on the point and a pretty good thicket back, about halfway down the ridge. So I'm gonna try to get out close to the point somewhere and climb a tree and hope to catch them coming back in to bed. That would be the idea, but who knows? They could already be in there and I'm blowing them out. We hung a bunch of cell cameras yesterday, and there's basically deer in front of all the cameras right now. So I obviously can't get into any of those spots we scouted and set up at a camera. But anyway, we don't have any cameras in this place. I don't have a clue what's there. Hopefully something big. By the rubs, there's something big in there from what I saw on turkey season. But anyway, I'll be there in about 5 minutes and then we'll get set up.
I'm just being real quiet because I'm tight quarters, but I got set up probably 40 minutes before daylight. It's just getting light enough now I can see through all these holes, but I hadn't seen anything yet. I think I had a deer. Something came by me down the ridge, parallel on the ridge, about 60 yards before light. I couldn't see anything, I just heard it. It could have been a coyote or anything, but something came by just walking. When I was coming in, I was coming down almost the center of the ridge, and I knew south of me, from when I walked in here in turkey season, there was some big trees that blew down, and it created a pretty thick area. And then coming down here, there's a fairly fresh tree that's blown down out here about 20 yards in front of me. And I think it's pinching the deer down because once it started getting light, I can see the two trails merging right there and going up into the thick and coming out of the thick. My farthest shot here is maybe 20 yards. Got a bachelor group of bucks right here. did exactly what I set up for. Came up the ridge and came around this root ball. I could have shot all three of them at like 3, 4, 5 steps. I almost stuck that one. That was tempting me bad. But it's day one. If I don't get one this set, I still got 5 more. I was hoping there'd be a bigger one. They just went right up here, and I think they've already laid down. I quit hearing them walking, but they went right up here around these down trees, and I could see them just standing there for a while. It's been about 10 minutes, but I think they laid down right there. Good morning. It's morning number 2 here. I got Pat with me this morning as a shooter. I'm just gonna film out. We're set up basically at this root ball. This root ball I'm leaned against is the root ball the bucks came by yesterday morning. I videoed. So we slid down a little bit from where I sat. We're just sitting on the ground. He's got a crossbow, but we should be able to shoot if those 3 come back through. He should be able to shoot any one of those, and I think he can shoot over to where I saw the 4th buck from here. So we gotta sit here and be still and quiet, and hopefully they come back through. To the left, right there, he can come up. There may be more than one. I'm still wait for a real good clean shot, okay? How far is that? How far is that? 20. Wait for a clean shot. Okay. You think I should shoot that deer? Yeah. Just let him keep feeding out there. Okay. You got it. Just aim it where he's going. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, just wait, but let him give us left up in broadside. Alright. You get a good hold there. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. It's been about 20 minutes since that shot. I'm 99.99% sure he's dead right there in the creek, but we're gonna slip up there and see if we can find the arrow and see the blood going down there.
First bow kill. Hopefully it's loading.
Big tree.
There's the arrow right there.
Stuck in the tree.
There's blood. There we go. Yes, sir.
Man, it's stuck in there.
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
I see something right there. Is that him? I can't tell. I just see something white.
Laid up in front of that tree.
Yeah. Ease up. Don't go too fast. Take your time. You never know what happens. Is that him? Can you tell yet? Yeah, that's him, man.
Huh?
That's him, man. Yeah, that's him. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down.
That's him.
Alright.
Thank you, Jesus.
Good shot. Yeah, 8 point. Yeah. What do you think about that?
First velvet buck, baby. I don't know what to think about it, man. First Tennessee deer. First bow kill. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for this passion. Thank you for Derek.
Pretty,
I
man.
don't know what to think, buddy.
Pretty.
My feet ain't on the ground right now. Oh, man.
It's Sunday afternoon. I'm sitting there watching the warmouth chase bait. Need to have a fishing pole instead of a boat. There's some nice ones. I basically there's a trail that comes in this way, but I'm hoping they leave going that way because my wind's basically staying blowing this way. There's a trail right here, and I'm basically set up in a Y almost, but it kind of comes a little to my left. And there's a trail that comes monkey right there. You want to shoot him? You want to shoot him? See if we can video stalking some hogs. We got the wind on them. Might have to go. Wind's blowing straight from now to us, so see if you can go right at them. Just get up there where you can see them. We don't gotta go. Get in some cover, probably. No, be still. You're gonna have to get to some cover. I'll stay right here. Gotta go to football. Let's go. Gotta find an arrow. Well, we made it back over here and got his arrow. You see that arrow? Nothing but dirt.
I think I hit under it.
I couldn't see. I was looking at the camera screen, so I don't know what he did. I know his bow was cocked at an angle, like when he was, I could see it was leaning or something. I don't know what he did. Anyway, good learning experience. I think he'd have got another shot if we didn't have to go to football, but he wants to play football, so we're going to football.
I think I could have killed it if I didn't play football.
Should have killed it the first time.
I don't know what happened.
I'm kind of glad you didn't though. We gotta go. Let's see how it plays out, but it looks like it's gonna be pretty rough. It was up on the barn. Right up touching the corner of the barn. When I went to bed, you can see the dog house.
And that's gonna be 2 foot deep there. It's going down. The roof of my shed, as you can see it shining over there. Yeah, I can drive out. I can drive out in the Silverado. I don't even have to have a big truck. That ain't but 2 foot deep. Well, good morning. It's 4:40. It's the first day of our muzzleloader season on public, so me and Tristan and Jay are headed out with a smoke poles. Tristan split off and sat. I don't know what kind of footage I got. Me and Jay had a little buck run a doe by us, and then he thought he saw, I was just glimpsing a deer, and he thought he saw one that had a good rack on it, but I couldn't tell. It was going through them cabbage palms. I didn't really care too much. I knew I was taking a chance, but I just jumped the stud right here off this little tussock. I had to pull up my phone, but I think I had this bed marked from where I jumped a nice buck 2 years ago off the same little hill. I was easy. I don't know how I didn't see him. I got the wind, so I know he saw me. I don't know how I didn't see him. I was staring at it, and then he jumped up and took off. It don't really matter flushing them around out here a little bit, because there's very limited to where they can go right now. I'll use up here and show you the bed. Well, that's why I couldn't see the idiot. I was looking right here hard, and he was laying right there.
burritos over there. Or Fritos. A buck. A buck. A buck. And then a spike. I would have shot one of the bucks. But my hammer would not go back. So I could not shoot the buck. Me and my dad are having a very long conversation about that. Because it will not go back, and I could have stinking toned the buck. But I couldn't. Because my hammer decided it didn't want to work. So that's that.
Well, that is a wrap on day one. Unless Tristan shoots one in the next 6 minutes of legal light. Well, I got set up about 15 minutes before daylight. The wind's supposed to be doing this, but every time I've checked it, it hasn't really been doing anything. It's pulling straight up. I had a doe right there to my left before camera light, and she went back that way. But I snuck in from behind the water. The edge of the water's right here behind me. I snuck right in there and sit down, and all this is hill in front of me. I couldn't make up my mind if I wanted to go down here to the point and try to catch them going to bed, or get up here and try to catch them checking does. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but there's a gobbler over here that's fired up, gobbling his head off. But I decided to try to catch them checking does. Couldn't get the big camera out for that. I knew I'd heard something walking, but I thought it was a hog. I wasn't paying much attention. Decent little buck. I guess you saw him on the GoPro. That turkey's cracking me up.
seeing 4 does. I'm gonna run and try to get my platform and sticks. I can get back and get set up and be quiet, I reckon. It's 11 o'clock. Whew. I know I didn't get nothing on camera, but there was 2, and I just fired on one. I couldn't tell if I hit him, I couldn't tell if he went down. He was out there in deep water. Oh, he's down. Pretty sure I just heard him kick. I couldn't tell which one I shot. It wasn't one I got on camera. It was a wide, short tine buck that would never be nothing, so. I'm gonna reload this muzzleloader. The camera ain't got a whole lot of life left in it. I left my batteries back there. I ain't gone far, but anyway, I reloaded this thing, and I've been sitting here listening. He's in some deep water, and a deer sloshed and came back up here, and a deer sloshed 2 or 3 times, moving to the left just a few yards and stopped. So I'm hoping that's him. It's down right there, but I'm gonna ease out here and I'm gonna slip up there real slow and look. I hadn't heard it now in a few minutes. Hopefully he's done. I seen it's deep out here. I had to cross. He came out here 70, 80 yards. I had to cross that spot. Was bad. His head's underwater, but he's still moving a little bit. I'll clean him up a little for YouTube. These water bugs are eating me up out here. This ain't fun, so I gotta put the camera down and get back to the hill. I'm up. I'm standing on some roots right now, but between here and dry ground, I'll go over my knees in mud. I haven't looked at his teeth yet, but he's gonna be 3 or 4 years old. Big old body deer. Smoke? Yep, that's what we're making, smoke. We're making smoke, so I can smoke my clothes. You wanna hold the lighter? You wanna hold the lighter? You hold that for me, okay? Well, I got done working and decided. What? I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to the camera, see? Right here. You want to talk to it? No? Okay. I got done working and decided I'm going to go hunt somewhere tomorrow Saturday. Got to looking around here, and pretty much everything's closed due to flooding. There's one place open for archery, and I've hunted there a lot, enjoyed it, but I just ain't feeling it tomorrow. So I'm gonna drive upstate a little bit for and take the muzzleloader. Yep. Well, I made it. The people at the check station said there's record number of people here. I thought that might be a possibility because everything's closed. So I sure don't want to mess anybody up, especially the regular guys that hunt this place. So I found the place. There's only one truck and it's at a Y, so I can't tell which way he went. I walked a circle looking at tracks, and there's tracks going both ways.
And I just can't tell what's there. So I'm going one way and hope he's not that way. And I'd marked 3 pins last night, so I got 2 pins down here. So there's nobody. It doesn't look like anybody's going to be where I wanted to go. So I'm going to start easing down there. It's 6 o'clock. Got a little while till daylight. I probably won't set up till after daylight. But I'm going to start slipping. I don't know what you can see as far as camera light, but y'all ain't gonna believe this crap. I slipped down here and was just standing by this tree actually. He's still right here. I heard something coming in the water. So I got ready. Like a 110-inch 8-point stepped out at 20 steps. Put the crosshairs on the shoulder, squeezed the trigger, and it said click. When I loaded the gun, I never put a primer in it this morning. I'm gonna walk in the way he went over towards the big slough about 50 yards and see if there's anywhere to set up. Not that I'll see him again, but if that's where the bucks cruise down that edge of that slough, then that'll be a good spot. Could be a good spot. I can see a fresh rub over there. And there's another one right there. This is right where he walked. This one obviously haven't been hit, but I like seeing historical rubs because that means they come through here at some point for years. It's been about 5 minutes since I last turned this camera on. I was literally standing right there about 8 yards showing you the rub. The buck went right around the edge of this pond and went that way. And I was looking at trees right here. And somebody just shot at 150 yards right down the pond edge. So that one's probably dead. Congratulations to that fellow though. I guarantee he's tickled to death. Surprised I ain't heard him hollering. That was a good buck. Well, we're back at it. It's opening day of General Gun. I brought my little nephew with me, Thaddeus. Hopefully get him his first deer. We're out here on the public again. We just got set up. We got, I think about probably 40 minutes till shooting light. But we're gonna sit here and be quiet. I want to get in early in case somebody happened to come through here. I would know about it. And there wasn't any other trucks in the parking area, the parking area, and then we brought the boat in. So we didn't have much of a walk this morning. It's a pretty easy hunt, but we're gonna sit here and be quiet, and hopefully it's a hot morning. It's like 70, 71 degrees, so these mosquitoes are awful, but usually on days like this, that wind to get to swirling pretty early, so hopefully one comes by before that. But anyway, we'll see you at daylight. Well, it's after shooting light. We got 2 deer out here about 60 yards. I've just been glimpsing them. They hadn't came out where we can tell what they are yet. Got some hogs over here to our right. They're working. There's one right there. They're working this way. I've seen 3 so far. I can get the camera on this one. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Thaddeus, get on the gun, son.
Well, there's one I got on camera. That is, just couldn't get a shot at him. That was all I was gonna get, was that crack I shot through. Man, it was so close, he just stopped right behind the tree for that is. He's not that old, but he's got a good set of horns. I got blood here at the shot site, but I'm not seeing the deer. But I can't see but about 15 yards right here. There's so many of these holes and stuff, he could be laying anywhere. I'm just gonna blood trail him, I reckon. This 243 normally don't make him bleed too much. I don't think he went far though. Well, I gotta look back. I don't think this is the one I thought it was, because I don't remember seeing this. And he don't have that time. He's almost got a drop time right there. I don't think it's the deer I thought it was. I gotta look back through my pictures. I think it's a totally different buck that I don't have on camera, but I'll have to look. But anyway, we got him. He is rank too.
He's almost 9 point because that other one's coming in. Yeah.
This one don't count though, so he's only.
Yeah, that one doesn't count.
He's only a 7.
Yeah, 7. Still good?
Was it fun? We're gonna try to get you on one now. Battery's at 14%. Camera didn't charge. I got another battery. Well, me and Tristan are out here, and it's been a hectic day. My phone charger quit working. Traffic was awful. Had to get a phone charger, but we made it. It's like, I don't even know what time was it. 2:30, 2:40 something. Time, day of time change, so it gets dark at 6 now. So anyway, we just parked the boat. We're fixing to go split up and sit. And I forgot my interview camera, so I'm doing it on my gun camera real quick. That camera died midway through. So anyway, we just parked the boat. We're fixing to hit the hill. It's been hectic. I think pretty much if we could forget something, we forgot it in our rush, but we're here. We'll see y'all by a tree somewhere. Well, I didn't get any kind of footage of that. I just slipped in there. I was debating on sitting right here, or I was going to ease up to this cabbage palm, and I seen a little flicker. And I thought, ooh, there's a doe. I didn't get ready or nothing. I was thinking it could be a buck right here, but chances are kind of slim that he's already out here. Well, I was wrong. I just squatted down, didn't turn no cameras on or nothing, and out stepped a big old buck. I don't know exactly how big he was. He was 100 inches, and he was easy 100 inches. But he stepped out right here at like 50 yards, and I went scrambling for cameras and everything else. By the time I got the cameras on, he was going in the thick stuff over here behind the doe. So I'm gonna jump down to the next ridge. As much as I hate to, the wind's blowing this way, and he went that way. I'm gonna cut back out here and run along the edge of this swamp and see if I can get down to the next ridge and just get in front of that doe when they come back up late this evening. Hopefully, we'll see. There's definitely more than one buck right here, so. It's 5:13. I just came on down here and got set up. The wind's blowing just like this right now, which isn't perfect, but I don't have time and I don't have much to work with, so. I normally see, when I see a buck where I just saw that one, I either see him like on that point or I see him on this point. It just runs out here about, it's a shallow spot, it runs out here about 250 yards into the water, and they'll come up here and see a giant rub right here, so that buck's using it. It's just a matter if this is where the doe wants to come out to this edge tonight or get out of the water or what. I just waited too late to go over there to where I saw him. If I'd have went straight there, it might have been a different story, but if. But anyway, I'm set up. Don't expect to see too much, but they're definitely chasing, so you never know what could happen. Hopefully Tristan bangs on one here in a little. Kind of surprised he hadn't. Yeah. Perfect. He's still right there about 60 yards. I didn't count his points, really. I was trying to get the camera on him. It don't look like he had prowls, but I think he had 4 on one side and 2 or 3 on the other or something. I don't know. Nice buck. He's still standing right there. I can see him. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's probably, if he was a turkey, I'd shoot him now. He's probably 55 yards. He's just beating, it looks like. He made it to some acorns or something. When I heard him coming, I heard them heavy footsteps. And then seen horns. I thought I was fixing to whack me one. It's 7:15. I haven't been able to pull this camera out because we've had a doe and a yearling on us since before daylight. I got Alex with me as the shooter. I'll say, hey, Alex.
What's up?
Some of y'all might remember Alex from turkey season. Had a couple of little mishaps, but I think we worked that out. We saw a couple little bucks on the way in, and a bunch of scrapes were hit, and we smelled 2 more rank bucks. So we're hoping to see some cruising here in a little while. Them does are still out here about 60 yards. About 60 yards just feeding. I can hear acorns dropping in the water over here, and they came up here and were picking up acorns out of the water. There's another deer. There's another deer, Alex. Let me get my binoculars out. We've got a buck out here running a doe about 80-85 yards. I don't know what kind of horns he's got yet. Hopefully they come this way.
Well, good morning. It's November 11th. We're headed back at it. I got Tristan and his friend Evan with me this morning. We just stopped and got a donut and some jerky. Tristan back there eating his little pink donut. Oh, I'm tired. Anyway, I'm gonna take them in, and Tristan's picked out a spot he wants to sit, so I'm gonna get them there before daylight, and then I'm gonna go on in. It's been windy all week, and today is supposed to be the calmest day. It's 66 degrees right now, and basically I'm taking the saddle. I may end up sitting on the ground, who knows, but the water's gone down about 2 foot, so I should be able to get in there and actually hunt a little bit. And the wind's not supposed to get up over 6-7 mile an hour today, so it's not like it has been. So I'm gonna get in there and try to get 500-600 yards from kind of where I think they'll be, and at daylight, and hopefully sit for a while, and then probably make a move for the evening if I haven't seen something worth sitting on. Well, I'm about to bail back off in the water. It's like 5:50, so I don't have long till legal shooting light. I won't be set up before legal shooting light, but I think I got about 5:50 to go. But I just stopped to try to cool off just a little bit. I'm sweating so bad, the sweat's coming out the sleeves of my shirt. Like, I'm drenched. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my saddle on and be ready and ease in and try to find me a tree. It's 6:45. I slipped over here and was gonna climb this tree, but I found this big old dry spot. Everything around me is between knee and thigh deep. It didn't drop in here like it did in other places. It's only down like maybe 12 inches. Out in the mother sloughs, dropped 2 foot, so it don't flow out of here as fast. This was the last place to fill up to. Deer acted like it winded me, but there's absolutely no wind. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I could just glimpse it when it started sloshing back up with the way it came. It got light. Sun hitting the ground now. It's 7:55. It was driving me crazy how that deer, I know it was a buck, I just don't know how big he was, how in the world he saw me. So I stood up and used the binoculars and looked back there, and where he was on the other side of another dry hump, and he probably came up there to lay down. I can actually see his bubble trails in the water where he walked. So I would have only been able to see the top of his head if I was staring that direction. So he was kind of through some thick junk and saw me turn around, I guess. If I didn't know no better, I'd think there wouldn't be a deer out here or an animal out here, but I just had
hogs come by, making all kind of racket out here in front of me, just out of sight.
Well, good morning. I'm back at it. I'm waking up to Grumper. I brought a stone cold killer with me this morning. Mr. Sawyer wants to do a little buck hunting, so, or maybe a hog, so we're gonna ease in here. We got about an hour and 10 minutes till daylight. We're gonna ease in here and get set up, see if we can't see something to shoot.
Ready? Well, first off, we're here. Second off, I made a terrible mistake. I'm pretty sure I'm fixing to dig around again, but I put mosquito spray on us when we left the truck, and I sweated all mine off my face on the way in. And I couldn't find it in my bag. At least it's not where I normally keep it. So I probably set it on the tailgate and left it sitting there. And that's gonna be rough. Anyway, we're set up. I don't know how long he'll make it, but he's been aiming at every sound. Hey, are we looking for a buckabuck or a hog? He's got the old, I'm gonna show him your gun. He's got the Winchester 10 gauge. And no trigger guard on it or anything. Like, this thing is bad to the bone. It'll reach out and touch him. Yeah, that's a cool gun, huh? Yeah. He's eating his nanner. Swatting skeeters. It's light enough we can see a little bit now, so we're gonna be as quiet as 2-year-olds can be. Let's see what we see. Just hold your gun and be still. Be quiet. Be quiet. Can I shoot you? Pow. Alright, that's good. Oh, did you get him? That's okay. You let him go away. We don't want to scare him.
Dada.
I don't see a hog where. I hear a squirrel barking over there. There might be a buckabuck coming. Easy. Did you get enough? Did you get enough? That's enough. I know you're faking it. Quit.
Well, boy, that's a motley crew.
Well, good morning again. It's just getting daylight here. I see something. There's a deer. I can't tell what it is yet. Can't really see much on this big camera. It's 6:40, but it's dark in here. It sure looks like a buck, but I can't put no. Oh yeah, it's a buck. He's not legal though. That old sow's huge. Mud bathing like 8 steps from me, never even knew I was there. Is it down? Okay. Just making sure he didn't go. Which buck is it? it's that. Yeah, it's that one I thought I shot opening day then, probably. Crooked brow tines. So you got your hands on him? I mean, yeah, okay. Just don't be too loud or anything. Just if he's laying in the open, drag him over there in some cover so other deer don't spook or whatever. Drag him over there to where you're sitting and then just hang out so you don't spook no other deer for anybody else, okay? Good job, send me a picture. Tristan just shot a biggin. There's not much of a better feeling than getting that phone call and then getting that picture and a text from your 13-year-old son. I hope you can see that. Obviously, we'll go look at the deer, but that's a good one. He's been kind of doing his scouting and picking his spots, and I haven't helped him much this morning. When he picked his spot, I walked over there with him, or we basically picked it on a map and then off of scouting. And he told me where he wanted to be able to shoot to, basically. And we got over there, and I told him he needed to back up about 8-10 yards from where he was wanting to sit. That way he could shoot a little bitty gap to the right. That's like if a buck runs a doe down this trail, the trail kind of turns. I said, a buck might cut that corner and you won't have a good shot, so you want to be over there in case he cuts that corner. And I believe that's what just happened. He said the does came by in front of him and he heard behind him and swung around and there he was. Well, we're trying to be quiet because we got 2 other boys hunting not too far from here, so we're still in stealth mode. But that's a nice 6-point. What happened there?
Well, good morning. Me and Tristan are headed after it. We're running a little bit late. It's 3:30. We'll still make it. Get set up by daylight, but it was... When I looked last night, it was saying temperature is supposed to be mid-40s and it's mid-30s. So we were digging out some dry clothes and changing socks and stuff like that. Once we get set up, we're going to change clothes and not be freezing to death, especially since I'm already sick. But anyway, we're on the road. It's like a good 45 minutes after legal shooting right now. I've been here for maybe 15 minutes, but I put on dry socks and my boots and all that stuff because I didn't feel like getting cold, so it took way longer than expected coming in, or not really, but to sit down and start hunting because we decided on the way up we were gonna check some cameras before we hunted, just because we haven't checked them in a while. So we checked some we hadn't looked at in like 3 weeks. Basically nothing.
Went down to another spot, checked 3 cameras. Basically nothing. Walked in and checked 2 cameras and got 1 for sure shooter, maybe 2. And both of them were last night, like they were on the camera. One was on the camera an hour before we checked it, and one was on the camera like 2 hours before we checked it on a community scrape. And they were coming back in this way. But I'm gonna say it's very unlikely to see those 2 bucks. But we came across the slough. I left Tristan on the other side of the slough. And I came across the slough. So I don't have any cameras or anything down here. Not real sure what's here, but this slough out here is the one I've seen the big 9-point in a few times over the past few years. But once I got sat down, I can't see out in it as far as I need to, I don't think. I may have a couple little gaps. I don't want to keep walking around in the daylight. The wind wasn't even, it was supposed to be out of the northwest. And it's been out of the west, gusting out of the south. So I'm gonna wait and see what the wind does before I make a move, but I could be in good shape here. There's no telling. They definitely wasn't moving on the walk in because I only saw 1 yearling. It's not even quite 9 yet. This wind's whipping. But I can't do it. I feel like I'm a little bit off. I'm gonna put my wet stuff back on and just barely move, but I'm gonna get in this water and go up this slough a little bit and either see some sign or see a deer or get to something. But I just feel like I'm wasting time here. Last year it was rubbed all the way up here. It's just barely touched now. Wore the bottom out. I don't think that's the big one. There's one more, should be one more right up here. I'm gonna ease up here and look at it. Then I'll make my mind up. If it don't look like the big one, I'm gonna go on back like I was gonna do. good buck with a doe pinned up here next to the slough. I don't think he's not a shooter though. He looks like a 2, maybe a 3-year-old. Try to sneak up to this big oak so I can get some better footage. But I've seen 2 bucks. Like a cowhorn spike or something and a 6 or 8 or I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get up here a little bit. That bigger one just ain't wanting to work with me with this camera unless he comes out over to my right. They kind of fed up and they're coming back, but they're on the other side of some cabbage. Boar's got a pretty good set of teeth on it. Much more I made me a necklace. I'm seeing everything just slipping, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna keep slipping. I need one of them bucks. Well, a big one. There's another one. Those hogs are due north of me. And since right before I saw the 2 bucks, the wind has been blowing out of the north. So as soon as the wind got consistent, everything started moving. Right through here.
Say that again, Darren. Hunter and Willa got it? I don't know. They've
This race should come to us here. Deer's on the ridge with us now. Just tall. Is that a deer or a bird? A bird, wasn't it? Probably flew up from the deer though. That's where the deer should be. There's the deer. Let's make sure he's got horns. Just let him keep coming if it does. I think I see horns on him. Just let him keep coming. Yeah, he's got horns. Let him keep coming. Just let him keep coming. Let him keep coming. Let him keep coming. He'll probably stop when he sees a truck. Let him keep coming. Just let him keep coming. He's gonna come right to the truck. Just let him come.
Can I get first shot?
Yeah, just let him come. When he stops right here in this opening, just kill him. He's gonna run again and then he's gonna stop. Just let him come. Here he comes. Just let him run up here and stop. Matt! 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 Oh, you got it. This race here is the buck. This buck's dead. Tristan killed him. Sawyer, you want to go look at a buck?
Alright, let's go see Buck.
Sawyer, come on.
High five.
Sawyer, come on, son. Let's go see the buck. Tristan just killed him. Oh.
Ooh.
Tristan, carry your rifle in case something crazy happens.
What?
Never mind. I said carry your rifle in case something crazy happens. I think it's a 4 or 5 or something. Is this camera rolling?
Yeah, I thought I saw a silence right.
I know I saw tines, but I don't know if I saw brow tines.
Good job, doggy.
Good job, Anna. Star, whatever dog you are.
Toss, Tristan saw it.
Pretty sure the deer's a big
I stopped him perfect for you, didn't I?
Good job, Tristan.
Huh? I stopped him perfect for you.
Yeah.
A little bitty fart, ain't he? Yeah. 4 point or something. Pick his head up there. Pick his head up. 4 point.
Good job.
Good job.
I want to see it.
You want to see it? Go hold his head up there. Tristan, hold his head up. So.
Red.
Yeah.
Red.
4 point.
Hold the deer up, Sawyer. Huh? You want to hold it? Oh. Yeah. Oh. I can't believe that's a big one. Come on, Jet. Right here. Right here, Jet.
Hey, Red.
A buck.
That's a buck.
Whoa. That's a big buck.
A big buck. That's a little buck.
That's a little buck.
Yeah, he's a dead buck though. He'll taste good, won't he?
Tristan saw that one time right there.
Nope.
It's loud.
It was loud?
It's loud.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.